Modupe. So good to be back on today's live. I want to welcome you. So please let me know where you're watching from, your name and what you're watching from. And so in today's live, I want to talk about 15 business ideas you can start with your skills and make daily income from them. 15 business ideas you can start with your skills and you make daily income from them. So if this is your first time of watching me, of seeing my face, I want to welcome you. My name is Modupe Vincent. I'm a certified financial planner and also a legal practitioner. So I want to welcome you once again. Welcome. So this video is for everyone. As long as you want to earn, as long as you want to make daily income, then this video is for you. So whether you are a man, you are a woman, you are a student, you are a stay-at-home mom, you are retired, as long as you want to earn income, this video is for you. 15 businesses you can start with your skills and make daily income from them. So I've put together 15 simple but relatable business ideas that you can start using your skills that you already have. So if you have the time but you don't have the money, this video is for you. When we talk about money, money is just simply an exchange of value. So for somebody to want to give you money, to pay you, to give you money, then it means that there is something you will exchange for it. There must be a value that you are giving me, and in return for that value, I'll give you money. So that is simply how to earn. Money, I said, is an exchange for value. So you give me something, it could be in form of service, it could be in form of a product, then I exchange my money for that thing. So basically that is what we are looking at today. The skills that you already have, how do you make money from them? How do you make a business from them? So that is simply what we are looking at in today's live video. How to make money, how to monetize the skills that you have, how to make money from them. So that is simply what we are looking at. So I want to ask you to please grab your pen, get your writing material so that we can just quickly dive into this 15 business. Young Dumb Gaming, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. So it is 15 business ideas that you can start and you can make money from. As long as you have the time, as long as you have your telephone, as long as you have internet, then you are ready to start making money. So the 15 business ideas comprises of service. Some of them are service, some of them are handwork, some of them are service based, while some of them are just, the things that you know, and then you make money from them. Out of this 15, I'm sure that there will be one that you will be able to do. So the very first one is freelance writing. Freelance writing. This is simply involves you writing. So ask yourself, are you good in writing? Are you good with grammar? Then if you have the time, this might be a business that you should consider. I call it business because we're going to make money from it. But basically, it is a skill that a person has, and then he's converting that skill into money. So what does it entail when you want to start freelancing writing and to make money from it? It is simply you putting your skill of writing into for exchange of money. And you could write articles, you could write blogs, you could write CVs, and there are so many platforms that give you the opportunity for you to that gives you the opportunity for you to make use of this skill. So you have some platforms in Nigeria. One of it is teachme.ng. it is in Nigeria. You have the Fiverr, you have the Upwork. These are platforms by which you can start monetizing the skill of writing. You could also have your own, if you have WhatsApp, almost everybody has that. You could also let people know, your contacts know, that you are able to give this, you can give this for exchange of money. Just let them know that you can do this. And what happens is that you would agree. How does it work? That's what I want to look at. First of all, you have to agree with the person that you will be writing for, the scope of what your work will be. You agree. Is it articles that you want to write? Is it blogs that you want to write? There are some people who want to write books. There are some people who want to write articles, but either because they don't have the time or because they don't have the skill, what they are looking for is to outsource it, look for somebody who can help them, and then they pay that person in exchange for the person writing for them. Some people want to write books and they don't have the time, or they don't even know how to write. They require the skill of people who can write to help them write their books. And you have people who are ghostwriters. They write for you, and then you pay them for what work you have taken them to do. So you, first of all, you determine the scope of your work, and then you also determine the scope, the price for the work. Am I just writing an article? Am I writing a blog for you? Am I doing content writing for you? It depends on what the person wants. But the thing that you must have as somebody who wants to go into freelance writing is that you must have the flair for writing. You must be good in grammar. You must be able to write fluently. So that is the very first thing that you must have. So ask yourself, do you have this skill? Do you know how to write? Are you gifted in writing, in grammar? Then you can think of starting this business, starting as a freelance writer. And then the second one I want to look at, which is also similar to this, is what I call, or what is known as, online tutoring. As the name suggests, online, you are doing it online. You are teaching people online. And one of the advantages of online tutoring is that you can teach in anything. So if you have a skill, you can teach it. If you are good in math, or you are good in English, there are people who are looking for somebody who can take them through. So this is where you will come in. People who are looking for other people to teach them. It pays you because, number one, you can do this. You can tutor online from anywhere in the world. Just like I'm seated, I'm in Nigeria, and people will be watching me within Nigeria, outside of Nigeria. I can decide to start tutoring of people who need my services. I'm a legal practitioner. I'm a certified financial planner. I may decide that I know people, or people who want to learn. They want me to either take them through a particular topic. I can tutor them. So this is what online tutoring is all about. So you can do it through from your WhatsApp. You can do it through the Zoom. You have so many other platforms. You have the Google Meet. You have other platforms that give you the opportunity for you to tutor other people online. So this is the second one. And like I said, you can do it from anywhere. You can choose your own client, and you can choose the project you want to work for. You have the time is flexible. You come to an agreement with the person who you will be teaching. You can be teaching students. You can teach adults. You can teach them a skill, maybe how to cook, how to do something. There are so many opportunities that the internet has given us. So the second one is online tutoring. The third one that I have for this evening is errand service. And as long as there are people, as long as there are professionals, as long as there are busy moms, as long as there are the elderly, this service is always sought after. As the name suggests, errand service, and this errand may fall into different categories. You have people who are working, who have children in school, who need somebody trustworthy and reliable to help them pick their children. That is one kind of errand that you can do. The second one that you can do under this errand service is that you can help people to buy things. Some people don't have the time, but they need to buy things. They need to buy groceries. They need to go to the pharmacy. They need to, do one errand or the other. That is where you will position yourself. So as long as you have the time, then you are good to go and you enjoy, even if you don't enjoy it. But as long as you need this money, then it is something you can consider to do. Errand service. You can pick up children from school. You can do market runs, various things that you can engage in. So that is number 3. The number 4 one that I have on my list this evening is laundry and ironing service. So many people in today's world don't have the time to wash. Most times you rush out in the morning, you come in late in the night, and you have your laundry, you have your children's laundry, you have your bed sheet, you have so many things that you need to wash. This is where you as a person who wants to start a business will come in. As long as you have the time, I keep saying it, you can be the one to do the washing, or you can even employ other people to do the washing for you. So what does it entail? There are different ways by which you can go about it. You can either decide, number 1, to wash and iron. You can decide to say that, okay, all I want to do is just to iron. You can say all I want to do is just to wash. But you have to look for customers or people who need the services you are rendering. And what do you need to start this business with? You need your detergent, you need your starch, you need your water, you need bucket. And these are things that you already have. You can either decide to go do that in the customer's place, in the customer's house, or you can decide to even do it in your place. And this will be an additional thing. If you want to do it in your place, you can tell the person, look, I'm going to add the cost of my transportation to this thing that I am doing. But it is a service that people need. And if you position yourself well, you will start making money from it. So how do you let people know? You can start by word of mouth. Tell people around you, oh, I do this, I can offer this. And once you start with one person, all you need to do is to ask for referrals. That, look, I can do this, please let me, if you know anyone who also needs this, let them know. You can also do flyers, put them on your WhatsApp status, put them on your Facebook, put them on your Instagram, your reels. Let people know that you have started something, and surely people will get in touch with you. And then the 5th one that I'm looking at this evening is childcare or after school help. Childcare or after school help, especially if you are a student, if you are in vacation, you are a woman, or you are even a grandma, or a retired person. This is something you can also do, helping people, because people, especially working mothers, they actually need people who they can trust and leave their children with. There are times that you have to be at work that you can't even go to pick your children up from school. So if you have somebody who is trusted, somebody who you can trust, you can get the services of that person and say that, please, maybe a week, you could do it a day, you could do it weekly, you could do it monthly, you can even do it and say, look, for a particular term, can you render this service for me? So as long as you are somebody who can be trusted, somebody who has integrity, somebody who can keep to time, then I tell you that you have started this business. So let me ask at this time that if you have gotten value so far, please, I would like you to like this video, I would like you to share, and more importantly, I would like you to please subscribe to this channel. It will help this channel to grow. Please subscribe to it. So the 6th business that I will be looking at this evening is what I call digital products. Don't forget that the businesses that we're looking at this evening are businesses that are they are skills that you can turn into businesses. And most of these businesses, you don't have to start with any capital. You don't have to start with any capital, so you don't have to look for money. Your excuse cannot be that, oh, I don't have money. You don't need money to start your online tutoring. You don't need money for you to start errands. To say errands is the person that will employ you that will even pay you upfront for you to start going on errands for him or for her. So these are businesses that don't need capital, or if you're going to use any capital at all, it's going to be very, very small. As long as what I say, that you have the time, you have your phone, then you can do any of these businesses. In fact, you can even combine more than one at the same time. So the sixth one is digital products, and I mean products like ebooks, I mean products like planners, I mean products like devotionals, even pre-recorded videos on how to do things. For in today's world, is easier than before to start a business, especially with a skill that you already have. And some of the skills you can even learn. Thank God for YouTube, where you can Google, you can search how to. And you might not start perfect. You will start small, and then gradually you will grow in that business. So I said digital products. There's so many things that you can do as long as you have a skill, and a skill that is being sought out by people. Do you want to teach? Do you want to devotionals, prayers, ebooks? And the good thing about this is that you don't have to leave the comfort of your home. You can just sit, record, and then you start to create those digital products. The seventh one I'm going to talk about is something that is peculiar to Nigerians or Africans, and that business is gele tying and makeup. Gele tying. You know that we Nigerians, we love to party, we love birthdays, we just love one form of celebration or the other, and attire is usually not complete without gele. And there are people who are skilled, they know how to tie this gele, so that by the time you look at people with that gele, you're like, oh, this is really lovely. And if you know how to do this, how to tie gele and how to do makeup, then you are going to be in serious money. What do I mean? People go to parties almost every weekend, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. So if you position yourself, you can start this business. Even if you don't know how to tie the gele, but you are interested, you can go and learn. You pay a token to somebody who knows how to do it already, or you can even go online and learn how to tie gele, and with a couple of weeks you will see that you're already in business. Even if you are in America, you are in the UK, you are in Canada, Nigerians are there, Africans are there, and they are always going to one form of party or the other, whether weddings, birthdays, celebrations, photo shoots, and they really want to look good and represent. So you can just position yourself so that when they are needed, you just put yourself as the go-to person. In fact, nowadays, when you get to a particular venue, you see people who will be standing and they'll just walk up to you. For somebody like me, I don't know how to tie gele. And so many times when I attend parties, there are ladies, even men, who are standing by and asking you, do you want to tie your gele? And you tell them, yes, I want to tie your gele. And then they tie for you. Some people go as much as 10,000 naira to tie gele. I'm talking about the high-end people, as much as 30,000, 40, as much as 30,000 to do your makeup and tie your gele. And for the low-end ones, they can see people who will say, okay, let me tie your gele. Minimum 2,500 per just that party. So by the time you remove it and you want to go for another party, you have to tie another one and then pay again. In Nigeria, people are not playing, people are not joking. To make up, to do a party makeup, you can't see anything less than 5,000, 5,000, 10,000 per face, per occasion. So you can imagine if you do that on a Friday, you do that on a Saturday, you do that on a Sunday. So just position yourself. And I usually tell people who want to travel abroad, who say that, look, maybe I'm relocating, I'm jackpotting there. I tell them, learn a skill. And one of the skills I usually encourage people to learn, whether you are a man or a woman, you're going to the US, you're going to the UK, you're going to Canada, I tell you, know how to do your makeup, know how to tie gele, know how to sew. You know, these are things that people, you know, will be looking for people for. Know how to sew clothes, know how to mend clothes, know how to tie gele, makeup, know how to make hair, how to weave. You know, it's important that you must learn a skill. This skill will bring in money to you. So that is the 7th one that I have. And the 8th one that I'm looking at is what I call small scale catering. And this small scale catering, you don't have to know how to cook. You can, you know, say that you are into that business and then get somebody who knows how to cook. So all you just do is that you get people who need to cook, who need these items, either soups, either stews, you know, either jollof rice, you know, something. And then you just get it and then tell them, you know, I need you to cook. Or you can even go online, learn how to cook. In Nigeria here, we have so many varieties. You have the melon soup, the egusi soup, you have the other traditional soups. So learn small scale catering. You know, you can never go wrong with it because people keep eating and people may not even have the time to cook. One of the things that I know that I usually tell people to help me to do and I pay them for is to make soups. I make the soups and I put them in my freezer. So every day when I want to do something, I just bring out a particular soup and make either the eba or make, you know, any swallow of my choice for that particular day, rather than coming back from work and then going to the kitchen and start, you know. So it's something that I will encourage you that you can start and that you can learn. Small scale catering is not, you're not catering for party, you know, no, you're just catering for individuals, you're catering for people, you know, who need this, bachelors who need this, and, you know, people, mothers, you know, young couples, busy professionals whom you know will need this service. The 9th one is also close to the small scale catering, but this time around it is pastries and small chops. I can tell you that for parties for us here is not complete without having pastries and small chops. And sometimes you just want to snack. Sometimes you just want to have, you know, have this maybe when you're taking your breakfast instead of having your regular yam and egg, or your bread and egg. You just want to have things like puff. You just want to have something like snacks, you know. So it's important that you just know how to, you need to learn how to do some of these things. You can make your chin, put them in jars, go to supermarkets, you know, offer supermarket that, look, I do this, I sell this, and they would, you know, take it from you, give it to them at a discount so that they can also put a markup and also make a profit. And one of the people that you know you can never go wrong with are the malams, those people who have kiosks, you know, by the end of the street, in front of houses. You can go there, approach them and say, look, I have chin-chins, I have peanuts that I make. And those people, they give you your money, unlike supermarkets who maybe they will not give your money until after 30 days. These people will give you your money immediately. You cannot go wrong with them. So small chops, small scale catering, you have to start thinking about it. The 10th one that I have today is you doing drinks, and I mean healthy drinks like zobo, drinks like smoothies, drinks like smoothies, zobos, tiger nuts. These also sell, especially if, you know, people really nowadays don't want to take things like all these drinks, Pepsi, Coke, really don't want to take them anymore because of it, the health side of it. So you can tell people, look, I can do this even for small gathering, for small parties. I can, do this even for people just want to have it. On Sundays, there's a brother in church that we buy from. We buy tiger nuts and we buy zobo from every Sunday, and we'll buy a quantity because he doesn't use preservatives. So we buy something that will just last for like 3 days. And after Sunday, Monday, we also take. So learn something and make money out of it. Enough of just your 8 to 5 every day. Enough for you waiting for 30 days before you start earning money. These businesses that I'm talking about are things that you can make daily income from. Every day, by the time you start, you realize that if it's not every day, even weekly, you are making money out of it. I usually ask people, what is the consistency of your income? How regular do you get an income? Remember that every day you pay for something. Either you pay for transportation, you pay for utility. But when I ask you how much or how regularly do you get an income, it's not as regular as you spend money. So it's important that you learn a skill and turn that skill into business. From all that I'm talking about this today, I'm going to be picking 1 or 2 as well and add it to my stream of income before the end of this year, 2025. Another one, number 11, out of the business that you can do is drop shipping. And simply, what is drop shipping? It is you selling products you don't physically, keep in your house, or you don't even have a store. So how does it work? All you do is that you post different, depending on what you want to sell, you post it online for people to see. It could be shoes, it could be bags, it could be frames, it could be even household items. So you just post them and say, look, I'm selling these items. And then people reach out to you and ask you, how much does it cost? And then you give them a price based on the cost price, and then you add your own profits. So basically how this works is that you don't physically keep any products. But what you do is that you would have had a supplier who is into these items that you want to start selling. So you post them, you get pictures from that supplier, you get pictures from that seller, and then you post online. You post either on your Facebook or your Instagram or even on your WhatsApp. And when people see it, people come get to you and ask you, oh, how much is this? How much is this? And if the product is going for like 10,000 naira, if you're going to get it from the supplier at 10,000 naira, what you can do is to add your own margin to it. So if it's 10,000 naira, you can decide to add 5,000 naira, or decide to add, whatever amount, as long as it is reasonable. And then what happens is the person, if the price is okay with him or her, will pay you the money, will pay you the 15,000, and then you will now transfer the 10,000 to the seller or the main person, the distributor. Send the 10,000 to the person, and then the person will ship or send courier anyhow to the person who has paid you money. So it looks like you are the one who has the product and you are the one sending the product to that person. So it's easy. All you need is your phone, all you need is your internet, all you need is good customer relationship, because there are so many people selling the same thing that you are selling. So what would differentiate you from the other person who is selling? So you must also have good customer, service. The 12th one that I want to look at, because we are looking at 15 businesses that you can turn, skills that you can turn into business and make money out from. So let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have any question or you want to make a comment, please feel free, go ahead. I would like to read from you. Please, I want to encourage you, like, share, and if you haven't subscribed, once again, please subscribe to help the channel grow. So the 12th business idea that we're looking at this evening is consultancy service. What is this all about? It's a business where you use your knowledge. Just like for myself, I am a certified financial planner, I am a legal practitioner. I can decide to say that, okay, instead of just talking on YouTube, instead of just making videos, I can say that, okay, I run a consultancy. So if you need anything that has to do with legal law, knowing your rights, you want to buy property, you want to know about financial planning for women, for single parents, I can consult, because that is my specialty, because I am a professional in it. And that is what consultancy service is all about. It means you are an expert in an area. You are able to give solution or value to somebody that needs it. You can decide to target individuals, to target organizations. You can decide to take a niche, define your service and its pricing. So you can decide to now have a profile, let people know that about me. Oh, I am this, I do this, I cater to this set of people, and then your business has started. You can start by just offering free consultation. So let people know, the people who want you to take them, just say, okay, maybe the first 30 minutes I'll consult free, so that you can know what I do and what I'm able to do. And your pricing might be either per session, per hour, or even on retainership basis, where the person will say, okay, I want you to give me legal advice, or even to give me medical advice, maybe for a month. It's something you can do. You can consult for people. The 13th one that I'm going to talk about is agents. You being an agent or a middleman. It's very easy. You don't need all these businesses that I have highlighted. You really don't need money to start them. To become an agent or to become a middleman, it's simple. All you do is just to connect somebody that wants to buy with somebody who wants to sell. So you are the in-between, you are the go-to person. There's so many people who know people. Their network with people is fantastic. If you tell them, oh, I want to go into property, or I want to buy property, or they'll tell you, oh, I know somebody. They connect. So it's something that you can do. All you just need is yourself. You need to know people, and then you have started. You are good to go. So your job is to link people, to bring people together. Maybe there's a tenant who wants an accommodation, who wants an apartment, and people, landlords who want to give out their apartments. So all you just do is just to bring them together, and you get a commission, maybe 5% or 10% or whatever percentage. But all you do is just to connect people. So the information that you have, the information that you can turn it into making money. You don't need capital to start that business. The 14th business that we're looking at this evening is the rental business. Rent out the things that you already own. You can rent out different things. You can rent out ladders for people who work, workmen, carpenters. You can rent it out. You can rent out chairs, for parties, canopies for parties. Start at the level that you are in. Even things that you have small generators, and people want to do something, they need a generator, and you have it there. Maybe you have 2, you have 3 generators. You can decide that, okay, I'm going to be giving out this generator. It could be anything. Some people, some women who I know, who are maybe when they were younger, they were into catering, have so many things. They have this pots, they have this serving plates, serving spoons and all this. They can decide that, okay, I'm going to be renting it out. And then you're making your money either every weekend or once a month. But at least you have turned that thing that you have into money. And then the 15th one, the last one on my list, is the cluttering or resale service. So what does this mean? You know, for us, most of us, especially women, we have so many things in the house that we are no longer making use of. Especially if you are a mother, you had little children, you know, remember their clothes, their prams, their car seats, you know. Now your children have grown older. They're now 10, they're now 15. They no longer need these items. And therefore the items are packed in a room. They're packed in your garage. They're just there, just gathering dust. You can decide that, okay, I'm going to declutter my home. Or there are people, maybe you don't have time. There are people who say that, look, I can do it for you, but I can do it for you at a cost. So what happens is that they come in, they declutter the place for you. If that is all you just want, is that, okay, just declutter, you know, separate items for me, they can do that. Others can go further and say that, okay, these items, I don't need them, just throw them away. And then with their permission, you can let them know that, look, can I take these items? And if they say yes, you can decide that, okay, fine, I'm going to resell these items. If you go online now, there's so many sales of second-hand items. The other day, I saw inverter, people saying that we buy dead batteries. So you imagine if you know people who just have those things in their houses, you can just decide to declutter for them, and then you sell, and then you make money. But the person that employs you might decide that, look, whatever you sell, I want my money. So when it comes to that, you have to be accountable. You have to write out those items, keep good records, and let the person know. So let me ask, which of these business ideas do you think you would want to venture into? Do you think that you would want to do? I want you to think about it, and I want you to know that, look, even as we move into the second half of the year, you can still make money. That is for somebody who already is not making money. Or if you're already making money, you can do one or two of these things, and then you increase your revenue source, your income source. Online tutoring is something that you can decide to do in the evenings. Maybe children who want to take exams, JAMB, or whatever. You can decide that, okay, I can tutor you. Or even counseling. People who are having marital issues, people who are having financial issues, there are different things you can do. So I want to know, which of these ones would you be doing? For me, I want to go into, let me just say this, I want to go into digital product. That is one thing that I'm looking to start, so that the things that I am doing, I can also convert them into another stream of income. So I'm looking at digital products. I'm looking at online tutoring as well. Maybe not online tutoring, maybe more of consultancy, to help people with what I do. Maybe you need somebody to help you with your finances, with your budgeting, with your financial planning, with your investment, to help you look at it. It is something that I am. Oh, Emanuela Uche, thank you for joining me. Welcome. I'm about rounding up right now, but thank you for joining. But I want to know, which of this businesses do you plan on doing? It's something that you can start from the comfort of your home. Let me say that this will be is recorded, and there will be a replay on this channel. So which one would you want to do? Because we have to make this money together. We have to increase our source of income, and we have to get to that place where we will become financially independent. So once again, I want to say a very big thank you for joining me. I want to say that if you have not yet subscribed, please, once again, subscribe, help to share, because it will help the algorithm to push my video up. So once again, thank you so much. Be money wise. I'll see you at the top, and God bless you. Thank you.